welcome back to another episode of whatever this is, where I just break down and go over stuff that I've shot. So in this one, I'm going to be going over the piano video that I shot for Anthony Krakowiak, Bohemian Rhapsody, and we'll just be talking about the psychology of what it is that we went for. So we'll just get right into it. So right away, couple of just things that right off the bat, we had one light that we were using, just his lamp, that's over there on the right, or on the left, and it's just out of frame. Threw up some, like a shower curtain just to diffuse it a little bit more. This right here, we're using a homemade dolly that I made, which I made for balloons, and then I used in a bunch of other stuff, but we're just slowly pushing in here, and that's all we're doing. This, I think, was a 35mm lens, which is what we're using right now to shoot this on, but we used a Blackmagic 6K. I shot in 4K, didn't really need that. I found out 1080 works just fine. You just really need to work on getting like the most out of your color. We did around 3 or 4 setups. There's one setup that we didn't use at all, which was just a close-up on his face, and then we'll just cut basically to the music. Just kind of stuff that really shows his prowess. We'll focus on his hands, but for the most part, in this shot, this was the first one that we did, I really just like the sort of emotion in his face that we see, and so I want to kind of keep on that as long as possible, because once you start showing the hands, it becomes more technical than emotional, and I just think that it does add something to it, the emotion to it. The grade is pretty simple. As far as audio is concerned, we just had, I used a shotgun microphone, the Deity V Mic Pro, and I really like just moving in the dolly here. It just adds so much dynamism to the shot, and it just makes it so much more alive than just having a, tripod or something. But as far as audio is concerned, we were just using a Zoom H1 and then Zoom H1N, and then we had a shotgun mounted on a stand facing the wall, so it would just pick up the vibrations. There's probably a better way to do it, but it worked out just fine for us. So the grade was pretty simple. I just threw on like a LUT that I had, and then I just kind of tweaked it to what I wanted it to be. Matching the shots didn't take very long. We shot this back in I think like January, or no, before January actually, but we just released it a few weeks ago, and yeah, it went through a few different iterations. The hardest part, I think, was to just time everything, because when you're syncing music that's live like this, you can't really just do one of those like pluralize or something where it takes all the different takes, because they're all going to have different parts. I mean, you probably could, but I didn't do that. But so what I did is instead, and plus he's going to have mistakes in there that we want to edit out. So what we just have to do is take his best audio takes first. And so that's what I did, is when I was editing, I edited first just for the audio, and then I looked for the parts that would be the best part for visual that would also match the audio. So there's that. Yeah, that's basically all that we did in terms of that video. It was really easy going. It took about a couple hours just to shoot that, and I think one of my favorite parts is that all those dolly ins, quick dolly in and dolly out, where you really just kind of feel the energy just as it's, So that's all we got for this one. If you haven't seen the video and you don't want to hear me talking over it, it should be, I think it's this side, it might be over here, but there will be a card, a little eye that you can click on and go watch the entire video without me talking. But until next time, I will be here and you will be there. But that's all I got for you today. I hope you're having a happy quarantine, and I will see you all next time.